Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. So unfortunately I just recorded a whole episode without having my microphone plugged in. So you're gonna be kind of missing out on an episode here. I'm so sorry about that. Basically what we decided to do was build another landing pad and start exporting some of our rare metals more frequently, because if there's ever a catastrophe or something awful is gonna happen on Mars, money's a great way to solve that problem, whether it's the resupply pods or whatever other disaster might be out there. So I decided to go ahead and grab one of the other supply rockets that we have and start bringing that into the mix. We also had our tourist go back home, so they had a 3.5 ratings they wanted to give us for their stay here on Mars, which isn't the best, but also it isn't the worst, so we'll take it. Meanwhile, we did get ourselves an RC safari because we wanted to look at some planetary anomalies. So really quick, we're going to create a safari route. RC safaris are remote controlled vehicles that take tourists on a safari. Configure a route with waypoints near interesting sites to increase the satisfaction awarded to tourists. So it's something for our tourists to do. We got an above average rating at a 3.5. We did better than middle. We did medium high. But you know, if having a RC transport or RC safari come out and help out, that's fine too. So the first stop, we're going to have them see the Vista, the Moxie, and the Dome. Next, we're going to bring them down here to check out these craters. Finally, they'll come over here and see the geysers. And I think that's really the only other interesting thing we have around here. So we'll just go ahead and finish the route just like that and call it good enough. It's good enough. Taking a look at our map overview, we are more than halfway through exploring this current map, which means we're getting pretty close to having everything available and trying to figure out where we want to expand in the future. We can map it out really easily. Looks like we could definitely get like a research pod over here. We have extra water here, which is great. And then it looks like we can probably build some little microdomes here that just focus on getting these rare metals out and about. We also have extra water here. So yeah, a couple cute little places to expand in the future. But let's go ahead and check out our rocket here and see if we can send him on an expedition. So let's go ahead and do an expedition for Project Portier. Something interesting seems to be going on here. On Mars, many interesting things can get you killed. So yeah, let's go ahead and send the cooperation to go do that. I think it's going to need our RC transport, but that's fine. He's just like going around the map right now, just collecting some random metals. So hopefully it doesn't explode. But if it does, that's all right too. Actually, let's go ahead and cancel the expedition because it looks like we still do have a tourist, which is interesting. They're still looking to go home, but we already sent one rocket home last episode that I didn't get. What is this? Oh, this. Okay, there we go. So yeah, hopefully this tourist comes to stay. Where is this tourist? That's suspicious. Well, let's go ahead and have a rocket, a passenger rocket. Alright, so instead of bringing on a supply rocket, let's go ahead and launch This one, let's go ahead and call it cooperation number 2. Hit OK this time, and hopefully it'll be adjusted. So for this one, we're going to bring on no specialization 7. That's kind of a lot, actually. All right, so I think this is looking a little bit better. We're going to bring 16 people to Mars. Out of that 16, 4 of them are going to have no specialization, but that's okay because they can just go to college on Mars and won't be a problem. Next, we're going to bring on 1 botanist just because she has really good perks. Like, not really, really good, but decent good. She's vegan, she's a sexy, and she's a gamer. We don't have any gaming facilities currently, but we do want to increase our birth rates. So if we can have a sexy botanist come live on Mars, we're gonna take him, you know? Next, we're bringing on 2 extra engineers and 1 extra geologist. We can always use engineers to work in our factories and our geologists to make some rare metal exports for us. We're also bringing on 3 medics, which will help boost up our medics, because right now we're kind of having some sanity issues because all of our medics keep like aging out. We're also going to bring on 4 scientists, and then we're also bringing 7 tourists. So I think this is looking okay. Let's go ahead and launch that. I just really hope this like tourist that's here leaves on this rocket. That would be nice. Because it's all ready for him to go. He says looking to go home, but I just don't know where he is. You know what I mean? All right, I found our tourist, finally. So we're going to take this rocket here. So this tourist can't leave. They're, let's see if we can have them move over here. And let's go follow them and see if they're leaving. If moving them manually will bring them to the other dome, because they aren't leaving because the rocket isn't within walking distance, but they got on the shuttle to get here. So I'm wondering if we just need to land the— You're going to the space bar? What the heck? No, she decided not to go to the space bar. So I'm wondering if I manually click them and have them go to the correct dome, if that'll work, or if I'm gonna have to like land a rocket over here. Oh. She's getting picked up by a shuttle, I hope. I hope, at least, she's gonna go get picked up by a shuttle. All right, here she goes. She's on her way. Now let's see and make sure that she goes where she needs to go, as in go home. All right, she's leaving the colony. Blessed, honestly. So yeah, that's kind of like a bummer. It's kind of like a bummer. Basically, you have to like hunt down your tourists and make sure they come back to the dome where all of your rockets are landing. But that's okay. Can we build... Okay, so it doesn't look like we can build a hotel yet, but if in the future we want to get a bunch of tourists to come in, we can build this hotel, and then that way, and have it so only tourists can stay there. So we have an extra living building here, but we don't have to worry about overcrowding because only the tourists should be able to stay there. Anyways, this is ready for takeoff. We got our 1 tourist, so let's go ahead and return to Earth. So we got $13 million in funds. The first tourist that stayed in this dome that like went home right away, we got 22 million, but we only got 1 additional applicant, so that's fine. Our rocket is ready to land, so we will have it do just that, and this is going to have some tourists in there as well as some people to kind of flesh out our employment. What happened here? Whoa, we just had a huge spike in necessary power. Oh, it's because our battery ran out. Okay. So hopefully that didn't freak out our people too much. But yeah, now we'll just go ahead and open up the Stirling generator and hope for the best. Hopefully we can get this power accumulator up and full, considering we only need 40 power and we're creating 60. So That battery should charge up, and then we can close down one of the Stirling generators again, and then have it like slowly just drain. You know what I mean? It'll be better. It's for the best. Like, this one is full, so we could probably close that Stirling generator. And then we'll just keep an eye on it and make sure, like, it'll be fine. It only like it only drains off like in the night because we still are like set up to solar panels. So, all right, we have 9 new colonists arriving as well as 7 new tourists. Fantastic. Keep getting all this food shipped with us. We're running out of food storage. We have too much food. We always send food with all these people. Anyways, let's go ahead and build another food depot. Go ahead and build that right there, I guess. We had 10 Martian-born specialists.
Funding received.
So we got 1 mega dome. Wow, okay. And then we also completed something else. I didn't read what that other one was, but we'll count it. We'll take it. Let's go ahead and send this rocket on one last expedition. Let's go ahead and send it there. And with that, we'll go ahead and leave this episode. Thank you so much for joining me on this Let's Play series. I'm having a blast, and I hope you are enjoying it as well. As always, check out the description. It has a link to all my social media. Huh?
Scanned.
Wait a minute. Hypothermia?
Colonists are suffering from hypothermia.
Domes feature heaters which maintain a pleasant temperature of 23 degrees Celsius around the clock, protecting against the fluctuating temperatures of the fickle Martian atmosphere outside. The temperature inside the dome quickly decreases when the power supply is cut, and the colonists sure do feel the effects. If the situation remains unchanged, I'm afraid that it could be fatal. Who? Y'all are cold. This already drained off? Holy. Alright, let's go ahead and open this guy up. We'll blast it. Maybe this one can stay closed. But anyways, check out a link to my social media. It's going to be linked in the description. It's a Linktree link. I have a TikTok. I have a sticker shop that I would love for you to check out. But if you'd like to support me here on YouTube, I'd really appreciate that. All you have to do is like, comment, share this video, as well as subscribe to my channel. All of that really helps the YouTube algorithm get my content in front of more people's faces. So until I see you guys again, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.